Coach, what's been your message to Chance here as the reality that he's going to be your next man up has become a reality?
Right. He's just had a somewhat normal work week. Obviously, he's gotten more reps, but the approach we really don't want it to change because he's been preparing really well the last few weeks, knowing that he was one snap away the entire time. So there hasn't been a big message. Uh, he's practiced well. I think he feels confident in the plan, and I'm anxious to see him play.
Coach, you obviously don't want to see any of your guys get injured, but in that situation, the sequence of events at the goal line, I mean, in an alternative world, if the touchdown's called the first time, it doesn't even happen. So where are you on the lines of that, of this kind of the cause and effect of things on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, the end result is we scored a touchdown to help us win the game. And as unfortunate as it is, injuries are a part of football. And, that's how it played out.
How would you describe Chance's grasp and knowledge of the playbook? Is it 100%? Is it partial, or how would you label that?
No, I think his grasp is solid. It really is. We're always going to put a game plan together that the quarterback feels confident and comfortable with, and so the offense is going to look very similar. There might be a one pass pattern that he prefers more than maybe Tristan would have, and we'll focus on what Chance prefers. But we're going on with a full call sheet.
Over the last few weeks, Coach, one of the things you've talked about in regards to Tristan is just, the fact that he kind of had the locker room with him and he had that leadership quality there. I mean, is that something that's hard to instill in a backup, even though he's gotten some reps with the ones, just get the team behind him and let him understand what that leadership role as quarterback really means on such short notice?
I think this team is behind Chance. We've got a bunch of leaders outside of the quarterback room. So I don't see that being a major factor. I think guys are confident in Chance, but also guys feel like they want to step up their game even further for Tristan, not being able to play in this one.
What's the backup plan behind Chance right now? Is it Nick, Ben, who's there as the definitive two, or is there one?
Not definitive yet. Feel good with both Ben and Nick, but not definitive yet.
How would you describe this week of practice for Chance? How has he played? How's everything gone?
I think he's done solid. He's thrown it really well. I think that, every Tuesday and Wednesday, there's always reps to clean up, and that's been no different this week. But he was crisp today. I think he's on it, and we'll have a good day of work tomorrow before we head out.
Eldridge said earlier in the week, we kind of asked him about Chance and huddles and his demeanor and all that, and he said he was kind of a quiet dude. How would you describe his demeanor?
Yeah, I think he's similar. He's focused on the task at hand. He's not a huge rah-rah guy, but he's competitive, and he'll get us in the right play.
His rushing ability is, I don't know if you call it not on the radar right now, but given his JUCO stats, I mean, it's pretty obvious he can run the ball. Is there more emphasis, or is there going to be at all in regards to having him run it, or have any design runs for him?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into exact game plans, whatnot. We're going to use his skills. I mean, Tristan ran it for a huge 4th down last week, and so that might take place this week too.
Coach, do you have any update on Trey Lowe and Trayshawn Harrison now that the term has ended? Is there a chance they could play this weekend, or are we looking more at maybe next weekend?
Next weekend. Not this weekend, but next.
Coach, do you expect Noose Abunam back?
Possibly. Potentially. Still waiting to find out, but there's a potential he could.
Anybody else injured that you don't think is going to play this weekend?
No. I don't, not an injury this week in practice, nothing from the game besides Tristan that should keep a guy out.
Coach, can you take us back to recruiting Chance and how did he get on your radar? And I think you guys are kind of the first ones on him, and just kind of lead us through that process.
Yeah, well, we have a great relationship with his coach down at Saddleback. Mark McElroy does a great job for a long time. And I've known Coach McElroy for 25 years. He gave us a call early in the season thinking like, you know what, I've got a quarterback. I think he's going to be pretty special. Keep your eye on him type thing. And we did. And then you watched his games, and he was impressive, distributing the ball, winning games, like you said, he can move his feet, but also can make all the throws. And then it was a battle in this recruiting process down to the end. I mean, he had some real options in our league, and we feel really fortunate to win that one.
Was there a moment during that process where you're like, okay, this is my guy, like a decider, or was it just kind of a gradual recruiting?
Yeah, I can't remember one moment. I know we were impressed as we watched the film. I know Coach Lindgren got down there and saw him in person, and I think that was a huge factor too. But I don't remember one exact moment.
Coach, what can you tell us about this year's Utah team? They lost so many guys from that great defense last year. What does it look like this go around?
Yeah, it looks pretty similar in regards to physicality, the scheme. They're really good against the run on defense. Offensively, they can be explosive and run the ball offensively. So this is a good football team. I mean, these guys, yeah, they're 0-2, but they've really lost to two really good teams, and they've turned it over. That led to those losses.
Hammond mentioned this week that, this year for him dealing with injuries has been among one of probably the most frustrating he's ever had. What's it just been like for a guy of that talent and trying to kind of keep him up and keep his mindset and mental right when he's dealing with that and whatever else is happening off the field with him?
I'm sorry, who are you talking about?
Hamilton.
Oh, look, he's been working hard. Yeah, he had such ridiculous stats last year. There was going to be such a high expectation, not only outside, but amongst himself too. I'm not down on the guy at all. I think he's playing hard. I think the production, is down from last year, but he's made some really key plays for us, just doing his job that allows his teammates to make some plays, and he'll continue to work. And I bet he shows up here in the next couple of games with a huge sack when we need it.
Jonathan, I was talking with Coach McElroy earlier this week about Chance at Saddleback, and he kind of mentioned that Chance has the best instincts that he's ever coached out of a quarterback. Have you guys kind of seen that show up, just that instinctual play?
I think he does have great instincts because even early on, when he didn't have a grasp of the entire playbook, he still found ways to move the ball, find open receivers. So I think his instincts of playing the position, timing, are pretty good.